What's going on, people? And you'll know from the upload of this video that we're not going live this week on SwiftSole, unfortunately, and apologies for that. The studio is out of action for today and a couple of days. However, we didn't want to leave you in the lurch, so we thought we'd upload a quick video just to help you with this week, which seems to be the last week of Supreme releasing. And just before we do, I wanted to say a massive thank you to each and every one of you that have sticked with us for the whole of the season, going live with me every week. I want to say a massive thank you from me and from SwiftSole. And of course, we have a slight break after this week, or what it looks like, because it's probably just going to be a sale week next week, if there is anything. But we just wanted to say a massive thank you for sticking with us. We'll have this break, and then of course we will go on to basically come back into the next season, and who knows what's going to happen by then. What I'll probably do on the first live is a bit of an analysis on the previous season, what items are coveted, what items have gone up in resale, which items are bricked. I can't do every single item that bricks because near enough every single item bricks. But I mean, which ones did we think may have had resale but have actually gone down? Anyway, we are going to go through the setup of this week. And in all honesty, it's looking like a brick week. So let me get my phone onto the screen for you guys so you can see, but it's not looking too overwhelming. So of course you can find the items inside of the task creator. You'll see that on the screen now. I might look down on my phone at certain points because obviously I'm going through it as we see it. There is one item that I'm going to go for personal. As you know, I wear Supreme, I use Supreme stuff. So take that as you will. That doesn't mean there's going to be resale, but take it as you want. So first and foremost is the bodyboard. A load of people are speculating that this could have some resale, maybe if you live near the sea and stuff like that. However, again, I think the days have gone where items just with a Supreme logo do resell. It will depend on the retails, and we are still waiting for the retails at the moment. Going through the rest of the week, there's a pin. Absolutely not. Canvas backpacks, they are usually quite a good item. However, in the last season, they did release this and it did brick already. Like, this has come out and it's not fetching for too much. It is a clean item with a very clean box logo on it. Might be something for a personal, but not really. Now, the canvas tote is actually something I want to get for personal, for the simple fact that I use like a Foot Locker bag sometimes to carry some stuff around in. And I think this is a cool alternative to that, be that some workbooks or whatever. It's just a cool piece. If you remember the wicker totes, they did very, very well. I don't know whether or not these will have resale, but it might be worth going for it. It might be something to potentially try with. But again, I honestly can't see it happening. There's a couple of unseen stuff. A boonie. Boonies do well, but in all honesty, I don't think it will this week. The classic logo and the Terry S logo stuff, I am really digging the colors of these hats. So you can see the greens and the yellows, etc. I think it's really on trend at the moment, really on palette. But hats have just not been doing well this season. Now, Supreme Air Forces, they generally restock on a different day, not on the Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. But again, they've bricked as well. I don't know if any of you have seen the new Air Forces that are going to be coming out, those tan colorways. What do you think? Do you think that tan colorway is going to have resale? Is that going to bring the Air Force One backs for Supreme? Let me know in the comments. Do you think? I don't know. The water shorts have been doing pretty well, but I don't think the Dragon ones will, in all honesty. Washed short sleeve tee. Might be interesting to see what that looks like. But in all honesty, from the mock-ups that we've seen by Drops by Jay, I don't think it's going to be anything to go by. The tank top's not good. I quite like the Kreshe rash guard. So if you know anyone that does something like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or Judo or something like that, this might be something cool for them. However, the branding's just not there. It's not really the MMA crowd that care about Supreme. So I don't think it'll be something to go for on that front. So let's go into how we would create a task, just in case anyone here is new. And usually I will do this live and I will answer questions as we do that, but I'll just answer some questions as we go through. So click on the item, first and foremost, quantity. You can only get one thing per person or one thing per profile. What we mean by that is all your profiles need to have individual criteria. In other words, unique names, unique telephone numbers, unique addresses, and unique cards. There are ways you can jig, is what we call it, or change up an address to make it look like it's a different address. For instance, if I lift that one Buckingham Palace, I might do one Buckingham Palace and I might do one Bucks Palace, something like that, or Bucks Place, something that the postman will still deliver to me, but it's still different enough for Supreme to allow me to purchase more than one item. Now, size, I would usually keep random for the simple fact that we don't know if they're going to release it small, medium. It's usually just one size, but random means it will definitely pick it up. Color, at the moment, we've got in there black and white. Sometimes Supreme does change the colors. However, usually with these type of colors, it is black or white. So I wouldn't really read into it that much. It's only when you got things like yellows and teals and greens that it's going to make a bit of a difference. So I just go for the color that you want, or random if you want to pick it up. Obviously, you choose the profile that you want to go with, whatever one for that card that you want to go with, and make sure it's unique, just like what I said previously or earlier. Then we've got the capture mode. If you have got premium, you've got two different options. You've got Capture Harvester or AYCD. In all honesty, because of H Capture now being on Supreme, there's probably no point in using AYCD at the moment unless you're paying for the AI part of it, which I think is another $30 a month. But if you are, it means that you don't have to fill out those boxes that you're definitely going to get now, because Gmail scores don't really count anymore, where it says, I forgot what the last one was. I think it was find the trucks and find the boats and things like that. But if you don't have AYCD, then you can choose the Capture Harvester. Now, if you don't know what AYCD is, go down below in the description, and we've got a full guide there and exactly how to use it, how to integrate it into SwiftSole. But you can only use that if, and I say if, you have premium, which is well worth it, but it's the last week of Supreme, so maybe wait for the next season. Anyway, task mode. You got two different modes, drop mode and restock mode. We recommend starting with drop mode, and then if you don't hit, which is quite likely because Supreme tend to just drip feed stock in, they don't load all their stock straight away. Go with drop mode to begin with. If you don't hit on initial, which a lot of people don't, wait for maybe 10 to 15 minutes, go back into the task, stop it, then switch to restock mode. So we're going to say drop mode. PayPal checkout. We don't recommend doing PayPal checkout. It was something that SwiftSole's been trying to implement, but when the website's under high traffic, it's pretty shit on Supreme's end and their payment processors, so we don't recommend doing that. Start time, you can do a manual start time where you start your tasks, or a custom start time. I usually do manual. We recommend starting 1 minute before and going for that, basically. Now, I'm going to add in another task just to show you a feature which actually might come in pretty handy for this week. So as you know, it's not a high profitable week. However, if you have premium, it means you can do multi-cart. So what that means is SwiftSole will go and find both items before trying to check it out, which means you're going to save money on shipping, around $5 or something like that. Now, because nothing's really that hyped this week, it means that you're going to save some money and technically maximize your earnings, or get stuff for personal for cheaper. Now, this is a time to utilize it and a time to try it out, because it doesn't really matter if you don't hit. The way in which you do that is if you've got premium, you press that plus button, you go down to Multicart, and then I never do this first time, by the way, but what you do is you click on one task, you try and drag it, never. There we go. So basically, I've now dropped the two items into that one cart TIR. Now, bear in mind that if one item goes in stock, Supreme can't check out the other item on its own, because the way in which the Supreme website works is it won't allow you to do that. It will just stop you at checkout. You've got to go in manually, change the carts and stuff like that, which you can't do inside of SwiftSole. So let's say you have that ready to go. All you do is make sure to get the Capture Harvester up. You can log into a Gmail if you want. However, this is where your captures are going to come up that you're going to need to solve. Supreme has recently changed to H capture, so it means near enough everyone is getting capture. So make sure that is open. Then on that, what you're ready to do is just start all tasks. And at the moment, obviously, it won't pick anything up. It's waiting for the item. It's going to go for the top item first, add it to basket, go for the second item second, obviously, add to basket, and then go to checkout. And then hopefully when you are ready, it starts, it cops, it hits, and you guys are ready to roll. Now, don't forget, start 1 minute before, don't touch any of the delays, and hopefully you guys will hit. Listen, be lucky if you are running tomorrow. Again, it is more of a personal week, and I hope this video will help slightly. Lastly, apologies again that we can't do the live, but studio's not available, so that's just the way it rolls. Thank you so much for allowing us to have your attention, and as always, especially for tomorrow, be lucky.